Welcome everyone to Merkaba Energy Healing. So we are back with another reading for you today. And this is going to be a general guidance reading from your spirit guides today. And I'm just going to leave it open to spirit to communicate through me what you need to know right now. So as usual, we have 3 piles from the Sacred Destiny Oracle. Message number 1, message number 2, and message number 3. And I would really encourage you to just take a moment and just feel into which group, which pile, which message pulls you in the strongest. So I'm going to go into the grounding breath, prayer, and invocation now. Please join me if you would like. Grounding into Mother Gaia. Asking Mother, Father, God, Source to please guide me during this reading for the collective. Please show them and show me the messages that are most important for them to know right now. Please help guard and protect over this reading so that only the highest vibrational messages may come through at this time. Thank you so very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, guys, so please go down to the timestamps below and I will see you at your reading. Welcome, group number 1. So, we are connecting with your spirit guides today, asking what you need to know right now. What are the most important messages to hear today? So, I'm going to tune into spirit now, asking spirit to divinely guide group number 1 in these messages. Okay, let's reveal the first card. Solitude. Okay. So, the first message that I'm getting is the 4 of Swords in the Tarot, which is about rest, a deep rest. It feels like I'm hearing the word exhaustion. I'm feeling that some of you in this group have been burning out, I'm hearing. I'm sorry about any noise that you might hear in the background. Those are my cats. Sorry about that. They just got a new scrunchy toy. So I hope you could hear me. Okay, let me just tune back in. Sorry about that. Burning out, yes. So, okay, so I'm hearing the word toiling away. And I'm seeing somebody working very hard at something and asking, is it worth it? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And I'm hearing spirit say, yes, as long as you take care of yourself along the way. Yes, and spirit is telling me that really to take heed, to really, yes, to just consider this message in your heart. That you can achieve what you're setting out to do, but you need to rest and you need to take good care of yourself. Spirit, please continue to show me clearly messages for group number 1. I'm hearing there is no time like the present. So some of you have been sitting on something and have yet to make your first move with some kind of venture. I'm hearing the word entrepreneur, and I'm hearing the word risk, that you might feel that there is a risk here. And Spirit again is saying that it's very important to take some kind of initiative. They're giving me the word stagnancy, where something has been sort of in a holding pattern for a while or stuck. And I feel like my heart racing when I tap into this energy, like there's some kind of fear about making your next move. And they're showing me like this person on the car, they're showing me someone in a boat, and there's very still waters around them. And then they're starting to row the boat. And Spirit is telling me that you're the one who has to create those still waters. right? So it's really about emotions, it feels like, for this group, stabilizing your emotional selves and feeling really calm and centered inside of yourselves as you take initiative, as you take this next step. Or, whilst you're doing something that you've been working on or toiling at for a while, to really take this time to just row a boat on a calm river, right? To be calm and to create space for the breath and just for self nourishment. Yeah, I'm just hearing like spa day, massage, something. And it doesn't have to be even a paid for service. It can just be anything that brings you joy and levity is very important. I'm hearing like in the spaces between all of the doing. Yes. What else, Spirit, please? And thank you so much. I'm hearing it is time for you to consider your role in your life. And I'm hearing because there are those around you who may be taking you for granted. I'm hearing. Okay? And I think this came up in a previous reading of mine, but it feels like there are some of you who have been giving of yourselves a lot. They're showing me a theme, okay, where you've been giving yourselves a lot to others, and this is to sort of prove yourself in some way. Or I'm hearing that this could just be because of habit, that you've just done this your whole life and you don't know another way. And so, with the toiling and not taking initiative in some respect and wanting to take initiative, and now this bit about giving away your energies to others who may take you for granted, there's this theme about considering your yourself and how you see yourself, and the beliefs you have about yourself at this time, um, where there's constant need to keep doing more in order to prove that you're worth something, or where you notice you're in a freezing position. So it's like a fight or flight, I'm seeing. So you're either running and moving and burning out and giving, but there isn't a lot of yielding. There's not a lot receiving. There's not a lot of sort of thoughtful calm in the moving forward, is how I'm seeing it for this group. And I have so much compassion for you guys. This is not an unusual position to be in, but it is one that you can certainly transcend. And Spirit is really showing you so much compassion and love right now. I feel it so strongly right now, so much warmth for you. And I'm hearing, as I have heard in previous readings, that you really just need to ask. And I don't mean to oversimplify anyone's challenge. But there is guidance around you, and there are guides, loving guides around you who want to help, but you must ask. Okay? They're showing me a fireplace. I don't know if any of you are sitting in front of a fireplace now. I'm seeing a fireplace like in a home, and they're also showing me like a campfire. And I'm just seeing people going like this in front of the hearth, in front of the fire. And it's like this feeling of really needing to be warm. So when we're cold, our muscles constrict and we feel tense. And that's what we normally feel when we're in a state of fight or flight. And so for this group, there's this sense of needing to like relax your muscles and like you could be physically get warm. You might, like, I'm seeing somebody right now who has like those really fuzzy socks on and is sipping something warm under like a fuzzy blanket. So there is this idea of like notice when your body constrict, even when you're feeling cold, um, because there is a sign there of like something deeper needing warmth, needing comforting to help your body relax and feel safe. Yeah, yeah. They keep showing me this picture of someone sitting in front of a fire with these cozy socks on and with this warm drink. I can feel like the warmth in my body as I'm drinking this warm liquid, my whole body relaxing. So this seems to be a very important message for this group right now. Okay, wow, I just went really far out of my body. So I want to get a few more cards here. Okay. Spirit, can you please guide us further, please, for group number 1? What do they need to know right now? So they're just telling me to put this card to the side here like this. What else do they need to know right now, please? And we have truth. Okay. What else, Spirit? We have community. And, oh, I see. Okay. What else for group number 1, please? Freedom. Wow. Okay. So they're alerting me to, in this card of truth, they're alerting me to what seems like a storm. And almost like with this tree, there's like this wind. It feels like you can see the grass and the wheat sort of being blown over. And again, it's this feeling of like feeling chilled and like the world feels a bit harsh. Yes, and I just got a big yes on that. My right leg lights up with a yes. And it feels a little bit like, I want to say this lightly, there has been an energy abound in your life that seems to have made it difficult for you, let's just say. And so Spirit is really reminding you that when you're in a state of fear and consternation, when you're imbalanced in your divine masculine versus your divine feminine to a very high degree, let's say, you're giving, doing, but not receiving or yielding or calm enough, you can welcome in some lower vibrational energies, let's say, because fear kind of creates a portal. And I'm seeing this in someone's bedroom. And so in your power and your sovereignty, you can simply command that all energies that are not for your highest and best good leave your auric field, leave your bedroom, out whatever portals that are open, and close the portal. Now, if you don't have a portal in your bedroom, I just see that for someone, you can just open up a window and send those energies out, never to return again. I'm hearing that since the age of 6, for someone, since the age of 6, they have been plagued with this energy. And the energy has been, I'm hearing the word assault. I hope this doesn't frighten anyone. It's not to frighten anyone. It's actually to empower you and to validate your experience. So if this is not your reading, that's okay. Spirit told me that the messages that are going to come through today for this particular reading are not going to be for everyone. And that's okay. So if this is your reading, I'm just going to proceed. So I don't know if anything happened for anyone at the age of 6 that they can recall, but please don't look for anything if you don't immediately recall anything. But I heard that very clearly. And when we are children, and when we are feeling afraid and vulnerable, we can unwittingly allow certain energies in. And Spirit is saying, now is the time. Oh, so when they said earlier something about like there's no time like the present, I think they said, and I wasn't 100% sure, because they said initiative with like career, but now it's like they're showing me that this goes way beyond the everyday life stuff. This is about returning to your sovereignty and your personal power as I see it. And so they're saying it's time to transcend these energies and to understand that you can, and that the pattern that you have been in can be released now. That there is so much light. So with the community card, there is so much light coming onto the planet that all of those souls who are seeking to transform, if you can see all of these butterflies signifying all of you who want to transcend this darkness, okay? Whatever this whatever this energy is, if you can see this kind of scary energy up here, there's enough light on the planet now to lift you into a higher vibratory state without doing very much, just by putting your awareness on this energy and recognizing that it is not yours. That's very important for this group. They're telling me with the community card that some of you have, oh, well, that's how it started. As some of you have been in a place of solitude, and it really wasn't by way of choice. It feels more like people kind of just like fell out of your life over time and you didn't intend it. And you kind of ended up alone. And there was this energy that was kind of behind that, let's say. This was not your choice. And so Spirit is saying that this is a time now when you can actually envision your life without this heaviness. You have to imagine it because your imagination is your manifestation power, powerhouse, power place. So as you imagine something, so it will be in your reality. Okay, you are the co-creator of your reality. That is your power. That is your birthright. So as you begin to emerge out of this heavy energy with the help of the light that is being emitted from the central sun and from the cosmic heart of Andromeda to our planet now, you're going to lift off. And I'm getting, oh, my big yes on that. And you're going to start creating some kind of community, some kind of connection with your soul tribe, with like-minded people. And I'm seeing somebody begin to cry because it seems like that's all you've ever wanted. And Spirit is really here to remind you that you have the power to create this in your life, and that there are more and more guides. They're showing me guides that were very far from the planet, and I see them sort of descending onto the planet in this lovely way, coming closer and closer and closer to us. So they are far more reachable in our third and fourth dimensions. And that the outcome for this is going to be the greatest state of freedom you've ever experienced. I just heard the greatest state of freedom you have ever experienced. And they're alerting me to sort of this bird above all these other birds, sort of rising above the fray, rising above the nonsense, and just taking off. And those who will take off with you, right? We see like all these butterflies flying here, and now we see all these birds. You see, they're all flying towards the rainbow here. So this is a tribe of loving spiritual butterflies together here. And similarly with the birds, some are flying away and some are flying upwards. It's sort of about trusting that the right people are going to come with you, or the right people will come into your life, and the right people are going to fall away in with ease and with grace. Okay, I want to get, I mean, this seems like a pretty clear message, but I feel like I just want to get a message from the Starseed Oracle. I felt called to pull this deck out, so I'm just going to get one or two messages. We'll see. But it seems like a very clear message for you guys. So I'm hearing take another. Wait, it's not yet time. Things are being woven. Interesting. Okay. And Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Okay, interesting. So with the wait card, when they said sort of taking this step or taking this initiative, it feels very much like much of what is left for this group to understand is how to heal what's inside of them before taking a physical step. This feels very much like Four of Swords energy that we mentioned at the beginning, where there needs to be a time of rest, relaxation, and I'm hearing recalibration, where you recalibrate your energies to a much higher vibration. And what they mean by higher vibration is one that is of self-nourishment, of self-love, where you begin to accept and love your life exactly where it is, with all of the cracks, and just begin to understand that what you have been through and what you're transcending now is not your whole story, I'm hearing. And so with the Earth School here, interesting how they were saying before these guides descending to the earth, and in this one you see this young woman being very still, and this sort of speaks to me like the solitude card here. I feel like these go together. You can see sort of the resonance there. I feel that spirit is trying to validate. And then with this person flying, we have resonance both with the butterfly and the bird. So there are these lessons that need sort of closing out about this this need to move more into the divine feminine. That's what it feels like. It feels very much about learning what that role is for you. I feel like that's a very important lesson, like Earth School lesson that needs to be learned. And even with higher learning here, they're saying like if you do feel so called to take a class or do something like that, and it's for your own betterment, you might like meet your spiritual tribe that way. And it could be, it doesn't have to be spiritual learning, it could be any kind of class. But it's something that would be both nourishing for you and where you might connect with people that are like-minded, is how I'm hearing it. Okay, so I actually do want to end, oh, I took the cards out, with these little starseed cards and just get one uplifting message for you guys before we close out. Very lovely, clear message. Okay, and what did you get? Wow, transcendence. Transcend your mind's limitation and allow your soul's light to truly shine. This is perfectly in alignment with the reading today about how the limitations really do exist in the mind at this point. And with all due respect to everything you have been through in your life, it doesn't seem like that story is actually existing right now, but it is a memory that has anchored in and taken hold and created this reverberating patterning of self-limitation in some way. So you're really being guided out of that place now, and you're being reminded that your soul's light really desires to shine and can and will as you release more of this dark energy that was the story of your past, but not the story of your present. And you're being strongly guided to take some rest out, time to recalibrate. And they're really showing me like a zooming out scene where you're sort of observing your life from a distance so that you can see a bit more clearly. I hope this helped you guys. If it did, please let me know. And I just send you guys so much love and so many blessings. That is your reading for today. And I hope something resonated. If nothing else, I will look forward to connecting with you guys in the next reading. Take very good care. Welcome, group number 2. So today we are asking your spirit guides what you really need to know right now. What is most important for you to know right now? So I'm just going to tune in. I ask Spirit, please tune me in to the guides, to the souls who chose pile number 2 now, please. I just heard, why is this happening, very loudly. What's in it for me? I just heard very clearly. Okay, I just want to open the first card. I want to reveal the first card as this is going on. Oh, that's very interesting. Stand still. Okay, let's see what we can get here. Group number 1 started with a similar message, but let's see. Okay, so this is actually a different message. So I'm hearing again, why is this happening? And I'm feeling shock. I'm feeling shock. My heart is racing and I feel like I want to cry. it's almost like you saw something that shook you. And I hear no, no. I'm seeing somebody like closing their ears, like they don't want to hear some kind of news. I'm hearing, I don't understand. Again, why is this happening? I'm hearing everything was going right for once. So it seems to me that something took a sharp turn when it really wasn't expected. And this put you into a standstill. And they're alerting me to the weeping willow here, and this idea of weeping, that someone's been crying recently. I just want to say my heart goes out to you if that is you. This did come up in the first group, but I'll just say Spirit is saying that many souls on our planet are needing recalibration now. And sometimes the means by which this recalibration occur are less than favorable, I'm hearing. And Spirit is saying that they understand that this can be difficult. And I'm feeling a lot of compassion from our guides today, from your guides. I'm seeing this gesture from a guide putting their hand over the back of someone who is listening right now, that there's some kind of comfort that is coming in. And I'm hearing them say, do you feel our comfort? And then I'm hearing someone listening to this message say, no, I don't. And they're saying, please be open to us because we want to comfort you. There's this sense of like, we're not trying to punish you. The universe is not against you. We're actually trying to help you get, they're showing me like a river that's very deep and you're on one side and sort of what you desire is on the other side. Oh, it's like, and this little heron, I think, is in this water. And it's almost like they're showing me like, you don't know how to walk across because it gets too deep. And they're showing me, you know, you can climb this tree, or because they're in the background, there are all these trees that you can sort of swing from essentially, or this heron could even fly if it wanted to. That there are resources that are wanting to come in for you. But in this state of shock, it's been very hard for you to see that. And there is no judgment about that if that is you. Can we go a little further, Spirit? Can you show me a little further now? I'm hearing, you know, we want you to get to the other side. They're saying that the other side that you think is the other side is not the other side. It's something different and possibly better. But they're also saying like you might be in a position right now that you might not even be able to hear that there is even an other side. That you might just need to sort of wade in this water now and sort of be still, because there's some kind of energy that needs to move through you and out. I feel like I'm speaking to somebody like right in the thick of something. Like I'm feeling my feet are in mud up to my ankles. And I feel like I'm trudging along and I feel very forlorn. I feel a bit of despair. If this isn't your reading, that's okay. You can click off. That's okay. This is definitely just for a select group of souls. What I'm going to do is I'm going to start pulling a few more cards here to get more of the story. Okay, Spirit, for the highest and best of group number 2, please show us more about the story, about the standstill and shock that they've been in and what they need to know about the situation. So we have voyage. Interesting. What else, Spirit? Can you show us more of the story, please? Wow, happiness. And finally, the outcome, change. Wow. So you might notice in the cards even the shift of the energy with the colors. So I really believe that the future of medicine is going to be color therapy, vibration and frequency, music therapy, and light therapy. And I think animals will also play a huge role. So there are animals in all of these cards. But there's also this shift in the coloring. So there's sort of like this dark coloring at the beginning here. And I think they had said earlier that they would want to sort of lift you up and out of this water. And if you see, this whale is lifting up this baby whale out of the water and taking it for a voyage, for like a trip to a better place that is not where this little baby whale was. And I feel like I want to cry because I feel like some of you have needed to be saved, whisked out of your situations. And I feel very emotional about that. And I'm hearing Spirit say that it's coming. And I'm seeing like Spirit extend a hand to hold your hand. And I'm hearing just a little while longer, just a little while longer. Like they're showing me someone's soul, like the moon here, like under this fog. And that in the next card, this denotes your soul. And it's a light. And where these two are going on a voyage, it feels like, you know what this feels like? They're showing me like you as an adult saving your inner child, saving a wounded part of yourself. I just need to take a moment because I feel this so deeply in my heart, you guys. So if this resonates for you, I just want to ask our spirit guides to please extend so many blessings to this collective for all that they have been through and help them to get out of these heavy waters that they are in. And they're saying, look at the cards, look now at the change of color. And if you can see also, oh, they're showing me so many lovely messages here. So here the heron is in the water, and then this little whale is being lifted just out of the water. And now you have the dolphin swimming above the water, and now you have a horse floating in the air. So there is this, oh, I just got a big yes on this. And they're saying 1, 2, 3, 4, which is my message. Like if I saw that on the clock, it like 12:34 is my message of upward mobility, upward movement. That's what they're showing me. Can you see that beautiful story, you guys? I hope you can see this in the cards. You are ascending. This group is ascending. You are coming out of this heavy waters, and happiness is right on the horizon. And they're showing me this is like your inner child, like being let free. So they're saying playfulness, even in this heaviness, is going to be very important for you. And they're saying it doesn't have to be like profound laughter. It can just be dipping your feet in the ocean. It can be basking in the sunlight. Simple pleasures to help lift your spirit a bit here. They're also alerting me to the wisdom of these animals, you know, with the whales here and the dolphins, where and even the noises that the orca whales made, the dolphins made in Atlantis. They're showing me sort of like the shadow version of Atlantis here, and then the lighted version of Atlantis, where we might have used the technology incorrectly during our voyage through Atlantis. And the age of Aquarius and the golden age is coming upon us. And the dolphins are a light again. And your soul is going to become a light again. It's going to remember the gifts you had from Atlantis. Apparently this group had incarnations in that epoch. Please let me know if that resonates with you. And that this is going to usher in when these light codes return to you from this epoch. And even if you don't resonate with Atlantis, this is a time of advancement, which I actually heard before I did this reading altogether. I heard that there's some kind of soul advancement for one of the groups, so apparently it's for you guys, and that real happiness and change are coming in for you, where you're going to rise well above the muck that you have been in. And even the way this horse is on this balloon, it feels very childlike. It feels like a fantasy to me. So it's like you're moving from the 3D to the fifth dimension and on and upward. And there's just going to be this levity and this lightness. So I feel like there's a prominent message of both validation and reassurance for this group about what you have been through, what you are going through, and what you will, where you will land sooner than you think. I'm hearing that's what Spirit is saying. Thank you, Spirit. Sooner than you think. Okay. I want to get one or two messages from, what is this? The Starseed Oracle. For message number 2, for group number 2, Spirit, can you show us very clearly, please? I mean, you've been showing us very clearly. Can you show us a bit more, please? What does group number 2 need to know? And we are getting star ancestors, and now we have Egypt on the table. Hidden secrets, lost wisdom, look a little deeper. So I do believe that this group, often those souls who incarnated in Atlantis, then incarnated in the Egyptian epoch, where these amazing spirits, I'm seeing Thoth here, and I'm hearing Isis as well. Some of you might have worked with Isis in her temples. There is some kind of wisdom that is being regained in this incarnation, and that is going to come online. And part of why this darkness that you've experienced is happening is to recalibrate you to a higher timeline. And they're showing this wave as a higher timeline. They've shown me before when one timeline collapses, it looks like a wave, like hitting the current timeline. And that's why some people, I believe, in my humble opinion, experience these weird duplicates. This happened to me. I ordered a protein powder and I received 2 different packages inside of, I think it was like 10 days or 2 weeks. And I asked the seller, why did you send me 2? And he said he didn't. And I checked the USPS tracking number, and one of them was valid and one didn't exist. And I asked my guys about that, and they said because one of another timeline that my soul was in had just collapsed, and I received a second protein powder. So that might seem odd to some of you, but that's what it seems like here, that there are old timelines that are lower vibrations collapsing. And in that collapsing, the higher aspects of that timeline are falling into this timeline, if that makes sense. It's a very unusual message, but that's what my guides have taught me about timelines collapsing, that not everything falls away from those timelines. Sometimes a protein powder shows up, and sometimes certain elements of those timelines that have some higher vibrational meaning that did not come to fruition in that timeline fall into another timeline. And that seems to be these codes or this lost wisdom. So when they say look a little deeper, it seems like when you're in some of this muck and mire, it can be hard to see that. And so I think that you're being asked to sort of find some stillness in the chaos right now. They're showing me like an eye of a tornado, and they're saying like, let the tornado sort of spin around you, but just stay right in the center where everything is calm, and it will eventually just move out and away from you. But in that center, there is some kind of wisdom that needs to be cultivated. And they're showing me 3rd house energy now, which is all about wisdom and communication. And that they're dropping these codes into this timeline for you so that you may ascend, so that this change that they're saying is imminent can come into form. Okay, let's get one more message for you guys. What else do you want group number 2 to know? Please show me clearly. Wow, Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, see the light by staying grounded. Okay, so I do feel, wow, I do feel very much like there's both this guidance from the earth and from the earth's secrets, and then guidance from the cosmic realm, from your higher self. It's almost like this looks like a tomb resonant with Egypt, but from like another dimension. So I think that I don't think, what I'm hearing is that your guides are saying that as you're being recalibrated, as this chaos ensues, meaning it's not really over yet, they need you to stay grounded. I'm hearing because there is a higher purpose. Let me just hear exactly how they're putting it. In store for you, I'm hearing. So there is something sort of right around the bend that is going to show itself once this sort of chaos begins to clear. But the only way this is going to show to you in this sort of higher timeline is if you stay grounded. And it might seem like a trite message, but being grounded is probably the single most important for all lighted souls to be doing now. So getting your bare feet on the grass, on the soil. You can use some shungite. You can use, shungite is great for grounding. You could get a shungite plate and you could put your feet on that and just cleanse and clear it every day. Cleansing with salt water is a great idea, or going in the ocean, or just setting the intention every day to clear and release energies that aren't yours, and ask that all soul fragments, codes, and light that were taken from you to be returned to you now. And you can say that as an affirmation every single night before you go to sleep. I release energies that are not mine, that do not serve my greatest good. I return to my light. I call back in all codes, all star codes, all soul fragments, and all energy and light that were robbed from me willingly or unwillingly, wittingly or unwittingly. I return them all to me now. And so it is, let it be done. So I want to get one final message for you guys from the little star seeds deck here. Can we please get one final message for this lovely group number 2 that is turning a magical corner, who needs your love, compassion, and guidance spirit? Thank you. Oh, no. I almost didn't take that because I knew it was the card from group number 1, but it seems like you have the same message. Transcendence. Okay, this is what these cards are about. Transcendence. And it further validates what you were already told. Transcend your mind's limitations and allow your soul's light to truly shine. That's what they just said. Call back your light. So I just want to leave you guys with the message that you are transcending this chaos, this heaviness, whatever it is. I don't think I've ever seen a clearer message than the one today. And it did actually help that I grounded a lot before this reading, because I felt that the messages were going to be really profound today. So, group number 2, soul brothers and sisters, I send you so much love. I ask our guides to send you so much love and so much compassion, and to guide you along your paths as you transcend the darkness into your higher ascended paths, into your higher timelines. May you be blessed all the days of your life ahead. I hope something resonated for you guys. Please let me know if it did. Otherwise, I look forward to connecting with you all in the next reading. Take good care. Welcome, group number 3. Well, the messages for group number 1 and 2 have already been quite profound, and I'm feeling very highly connected to your spirit guides today. So I just want to thank them first and let you guys know that you're going to get a very clear message, okay? So we are asking your spirit guides today for group number 3, what do you need to know right now? What is most important for you to know right now? Okay? So, Spirit, for the highest and best good of group number 3, please tune me into this collective. I just got a very clear image of somebody eating cereal. I don't know if anyone is eating cereal now. If you are, this is likely your message. And I just saw somebody like laugh and almost like spit their cereal out. Let me know if that's you. And I'm also seeing the word detox. So there's something about this group's diet that I'm being tuned into. I'm hearing purify your bodies. Okay, they just said purify your bodies to purify your energy field. Okay. Okay, so they're telling me to reveal the first card. Healing chaos. Wow, guys, this is very strange because all the messages were connected. So there was a message in group number 1 that showed up in group number 2, and a message in group number 2 that is now showing up in your message. And then backwards also. This message relates to group number 2. We talked about the eye of a tornado. And then in group number 1, there were butterflies. It's very odd. I almost feel like all 3 messages may resonate for all 3 groups. So they literally use the words healing chaos in group number 2. Very odd, I must say. And I'm hearing that this is happening because of unity consciousness that is growing on our planet. So everyone's energies are really beginning to meld into one. So these pick a card readings are going to become obsolete at some point because we are not going to just have 3 different groups. The messages are just going to be for the collective. And strangely enough, I got a message before this entire reading that I should do a collective reading, and I went against that. And it feels like there is a similar message for the people who are going to tune in for this pick a card reading. So if you were drawn to another pile, I do urge you to listen to it because I think they're all connected for this particular reading. And I don't usually say that very much, like that more than one message is for you. So with the green here, I just want to alert you guys to the fact that there is something about detoxification and needing to consume more alkaline and plant-based foods for this group. I'm hearing the word inflammation. And part of this tornado is something that is occurring inside of your body that needs to be, I'm hearing, expelled. They're giving me another word here. It's like burned away. Like burned away. I'm seeing like a fire. Like, I don't know if any of you have been experiencing hot flashes or heat or even fever. Yeah, let me know. I'm interested to hear. This feels like, even with the red back here, it feels like something is being burned away from your field so that this advancement can occur. This, I'll call it transformation, but that's not actually what I'm hearing. It's an advancement with these butterflies. And I'm also seeing that you're highly protected at this time, that there's something watching over you as this transformation occurs. Oh, yeah, and healing chaos, yes. So there is something about this group, yeah, just transcending some kind of tumult I'm hearing that is sort of within the body. I'm feeling that very strongly. Spirit, can you please continue to tune me into group number 3? What do they need to know right now? I'm hearing just physical discomfort. A lot of focus on the physical. Yeah, I'm just hearing that something is being cleared away from your field right now. Yeah, they're just saying, like, don't fight it. There's some kind of yielding that needs to occur. And as I'm like clearing my throat a lot, I'm just going to take a drink of water here. Yeah, I'm starting to feel hot and like congested, and I feel like a little unwell. Yeah, like my eyes are getting heavy and I'm just feeling a little fatigued. and I can feel like the cold cereal, like that somebody would want to like be eating something cold because I feel like so hot. That's what it feels like. But they're actually telling me like milk would not be good, but I'm not a medical professional. So it's a suggestion in terms of like looking that up and talking to your doctor, but I'm not here to give any medical advice. But it feels like you might want to consider whether dairy is working for you right now, I should say. Because I just saw like a plant-based milk for that cereal. Yeah. And I'm seeing something with blood sugar. I don't know if any of you struggle with blood sugar issues, like type 2 diabetes, or just feeling like highs and lows, like hypoglycemia. So they're just saying like be mindful, like with the cereal before they showed me like Cheerios, which has like a very high glycemic index. It sort of makes your insulin skyrocket, versus they're showing me like a brand cereal with like these little oat clusters, and they're saying like look for higher fiber and organic to keep your blood sugar balanced. Very interesting how they're showing me a lot of physical stuff for this group. Okay, what else do you want group 3 to know, please, Spirit? Really, I should say this? They're nodding to me. Okay, I just heard mind your manners. I'm laughing because it sounds like something a parent would say. Why? Oh, okay. So they're showing me with this red and that inflammation that some of you may feel prone to having like a high temper right now, um, where there's like this, with this sort of heated energy rising and clearing, like you might have been feeling really aggravated lately and really annoyed, and you can be short, and they're giving me a word. It's hard for me to get the word. What is that? Something with an S? Oh my God, what is that? Um, I know what the word is, but they're not putting it, or maybe they're putting it in my head, but I can't access it. It's like prickly. That's what the word means. Just to be aware of that mood or that energy, because a lot of that is like spirit clearing and cleansing your energetic bodies and field. And that you might be rude to people because you're feeling like uncomfortable. You know, we could be rude when we're sick or uncomfortable in our bodies because we're just like, yeah, we're just like impatient. So they're just saying like, just be mindful, because this healing of chaos in your life, it's going to sort of like come out of your pores. Like they're giving me this sense of they're giving me like a cartoon of like fumes coming off of someone's body, as if like, not that they didn't smell good, but it's like something old is like being eroded and cleared off of someone here. And it could just make you prickly. So they're saying like during this time, just like be mindful of how you're communicating with people and how you are around other people. And this message came through for group number 2 as well. This idea of our spirit guides recalibrating us at this time. So your spirit guides are sort of recalibrating your life to get you onto a higher timeline. And I'm hearing for this group to prepare for what's to come, to prepare for what's to come. And they're clearing through my body now, which they didn't in either group number 1 or group number 2. But excuse me, some of you know that I clear through the body, not unlike a shaman. So yeah, that's just what's happening right now. And for some of you, it can feel like a tornado. It can feel like acid reflux. It can feel like burping as well, or some sort of just clearing in some way. But for a lot of you, it will be heat and through sweat. And for some of you, they're saying like a red sauna. What is that called? Infrared sauna, right? Might be good for some of you. Again, check with your medical doctors first. I'm not a doctor. Well, I'm not a medical doctor. I am a doctor, but not a medical doctor. Um, and that might be a quicker way to like release some of this energy. And as I feel the need to keep drinking, which I did not do in the previous groups, I think that water is going to be very important for you. And they're correcting me here by saying purified water. Okay. Whew, I feel really hot, you guys. That's crazy. So let's get some more messages for group number 3, please. Yeah, they're just saying, like, release this to us, like, release this energy. Like, you don't need to think about it. You don't need to wonder what it is. You just need to release it to spirit, whatever that means for you. Okay, flexibility. It's interesting because that mood, that prickly mood that they were talking about before, felt very rigid to me. And I feel like, well, I mean, okay, I'm sorry. I wanted to know if I needed to draw the other cards, and they said yes, but I can just deliver this one message. If you can see, like, the difference in the weather and the scenes, it's like the storm passes, and now there's like all this flowering and this light. So they're saying, like, this is forthcoming, this energy of light, and yeah, it's just like this needs to be cleared first. Okay, let me just get the rest of the story, please. Spirit, for group number 3. Flow. Interesting. And finally, is that right? Yeah. New beginnings. Wow, there really is a theme through all 3 of the groups about something being cleared away. Okay. And Spirit told me early on when I started this channel that I will start to attract a very select group of people, that it will not be a lot, but it will be people who will need to hear specific messages from this channel. And I'm starting to see how that is taking shape in the readings. So I believe that everyone needed to hear some semblance of this message. But let me get into it for you guys. So there is something abound in your life right now. For this group, they showed it very clearly with your physical transformation, and how there's going to be some kind of ease that is forthcoming, and to be mindful of this flexibility. You know, they're showing this very tall grass here. Both, they're showing me 2 things. One, as protection for this group, and also as hair, which I know sounds funny, but like, some of you might have been losing your hair or feeling that your hair was sparse, and they're showing me like your hair is going to thicken because you're going to get healthier. This is a message about vibrancy coming in for this group. And that is going to lead to some kind of natural flow, and they're saying still waters. So if you can see sort of the difference between this and this card, where there's just like this intensity clearing, and then this sort of flow where it's very calm, this very still waters. And then again, the dawn, right? The sun coming out of this darkness, some kind of new beginning. Okay, let me just tune into spirit and ask what they want to tell you. Just bear with me, you guys. So they're saying that this group has already done the work. This group has already done the work, and that's why there isn't much. It's almost like these cards belong together, right? And this is what is happening now and shifting. So they're saying, like, you guys have already done the work, and that's why all of these butterflies are all around this tornado, because you are already rising in your consciousness. It always seems to be group number 3 that seem to be the ones most drawn to the idea of ascension, I would say. And that whilst they're giving a message about your particular life, they're also talking about the ascended souls at large and how they're going to move more into flexibility. And then what's going to come is more flow. I'm hearing the word abundance. So things are just going to naturally flow into your life as this debris is cleared, and some kind of new beginning. And this is sort of across the planet. I'm hearing the word eviscerate, which I don't want to incite any fear. It just seems like things are really going to be cleared away. Like I'm seeing a fire, a big fire somewhere. They're saying this is not for this group, but just as an idea that there are things being cleared away. and there's going to be sort of this massive new beginning. And now they're telling me that for this group, any of you who have heard any of my previous readings, there has been a theme in the 2025 predictions. I think it was in the Future Self one, might have been in the Galactic Guides one. This idea of there being a group of souls that are going to usher other souls into the new age, into the golden age on our planet. And my guides are telling me that I'm speaking to that group now. So they're telling me that your bodies are being recalibrated so that you can be strong enough and clear enough vessels for what is to come, for this huge shift. And that they need you to be flexible about where you live and who's coming into your life and what your career paths are going to be, sort of in every area, and to always choose the most lit path, the most lighted area. So I'm hearing do not dally. So do not like sit on any change that you know you need to make that is going to bring in more flow, because if you don't do it, I'm hearing that it's going to be done for you. Like a decision will be made for you because you have a very important purpose that requires you to reach a higher vibration now. And there is no time. There's no more time anymore to sort of sit on this movement forward. Yeah, they're just showing me like a train leaving a station. They're just saying like it's very important for this group to sort of like I'm hearing begin your next journey. Begin your next journey. And with this little tiger in this card, they're saying like it might feel like you're going on this path alone, but that it's not true. You're going to meet other like-minded souls. And they're saying it's not like-minded, but souls who have a similar mission to yours. You're going to come upon them as the days and weeks pass. And I'm hearing like within the next 3 months, you're going to come upon new people that are going to be like your lifelong friends, partners, connections. And this is so that you can be strong together. But for the beginning of the path, it may feel like you're doing it alone. But that's not what's going to happen. They're showing me like the world is going to go through a period of this chaos and then this stillness. And then this it's sort of like this actually. Then this new beginning is going to occur. And you guys are going to be a very big part of this new beginning. And if any of you are feeling emotional at this message, then this message is really for you. I'm not saying that you have to, but I'm feeling not just emotional, I'm feeling like a very strong resonance with it. Like as if some of you are saying, I know that my soul came to do something very big. And this is validation of that. Okay, let's get a couple of messages from the Starseed Oracle. Let's get some more detail if possible for this group. I feel like this group didn't get as much detail as the previous group. It feels like a much bigger message, but I'm trying to just trust what Spirit shows me. Yeah, I'm hearing you're being initiated. You're being initiated. So seriously, guys, if any of you have been going through like physical issues or have been feeling chaos, like inside your homes, or like it feels very close to you. It doesn't feel like far out. It feels like in your body and in your home. Like this is going to be clearing. And I keep hearing stay the course. I've heard that through a few of my readings, stay the course. Okay, messages for group number 3. Trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Time is not running out. Wow, that's very interesting. Because they just said there is no time. Like you have to do what you need to do. But I'm hearing it's in divine timing. So it feels like with the word wave, trust the wave you came in on, which is the soul contract that they're referring to. It does feel like this tornado here. if you see, there's kind of like, it feels like a little bit like a desert. Like all of these cards feel very bare, very barren. It's very interesting. I do feel like they're giving us some predictions about the new earth, and that this group needs to just trust the timing of things right now, because things are actually going to take shape exactly as is needed for this group. They said at the beginning of the reading that this group doesn't need to do very much, that spirit is really clearing away things for this to happen. And I feel like this card is just validating that, trusting the timing. Yeah, and you just see like this barren expanse of land with these random souls here. And I feel like that's what it's going to look like. That a lot of souls are, I don't know, I don't want to say, but anyway, you're going to find the people that are going to be your soul tribe. And you don't have to do very much. This is just happening because this group has done the work. Okay, what else for group number 3? Earth pulsing, pulse of the mother, slow down time in nature. That's interesting. So I feel like I want to pull this card too. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. You know, there's just a very clear message to this group about something transforming in a profound way. And you have to trust the transformation that is occurring for you, whether it be physically or within your house and home is another piece that I'm seeing for some of you, that the purpose of this is for the new earth to take shape, both inside your very vessels and in and around your spaces. And this literally feels like a utopia for me. I mean, this is what this looks like. This looks like the aftermath of whatever destruction, whatever form is going to be taking shape over the next X amount of months and years. And this is going to be the outcome. This sort of, I just heard stellar gateway. I don't know why. Stellar gateway. Some kind of gateway to some kind of majestic time on the planet. And this group is meant to see it. Okay, so they're saying like spend time in nature, ground, okay? A fast way to get rid of illness, anything that doesn't belong in your physical vessels is to ground. So Mother Earth takes our toxicity, our positive ions from our bodies, and pulls it into her, and then exchanges those ions with negative ions, which are of a positive frequency. And when you put your feet on the earth, you begin to heal. You begin to heal. So that's very important for this group. And this idea of questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Again, you know, it's about this healing chaos and about opening up your, proverbial, veil or curtains and seeing the real majesty of the earth, seeing the truth. And it seems like this group has already done that, knows already to question everything, but it feels like further validation from spirit that you're doing exactly what you need to do to continue on your path of ascension, to move into a greater state of flow. But they're calling you guys the way showers, the ones who are going to guide other souls out of the veiled existence. Okay? Let's get one final message for you guys from the mini starseeds deck. Can you show us one final message for group number 3? And we have, wow, creation. Being creative is a wonderful way of witnessing the unfolding of your limitless creative soul. So when I saw the word creation, I heard creating the new earth, is how I heard this. But perhaps creativity is an important outlet for some of you, and staying grounded often involves connecting in with your creative spirit. So if you feel so called, engage in your artistry, in any creative pursuits, because that keeps the soul light and airy and buoyant and keeps it above the fray of, the nonsense, the heavier energies. So by all means, engage in that if you feel so called. But I do think that this group is being given the validation of what you've been probably asking for, about your soul's purpose, which is probably going to be my next reading about your soul's purpose. So look out for that. But it feels like a big purpose for this group is to be the way showers to the new earth, to the creation of the new earth. And that something that you can do right now is to just self nourish, especially your physical vessels, and spend time grounding and just hold faith that you are being recalibrated to the new earth, so that your ultimate soul's purpose will sort of finally show itself and take shape. Because they're saying like everyone's soul's purpose is so multifaceted, and you have been engaging in so many aspects of your soul purpose, but the one that you've really been like striving for, or like almost starving for, is how I'm hearing it, is really going to take shape in the forthcoming months and years. So I'm hearing, just you wait, it's coming. Just you wait, it's coming. Okay, my dear ones. So I just want to send you guys so much love to you all, and so many blessings. And I really hope something resonated in this reading. If it did, please let me know. Otherwise, I look forward to connecting with you guys in the next reading. Much love and take care.